Meet the Radfords. Britain's biggest family, with 15 kids all under one roof.
Stand there.
And now they're getting even bigger.
Say hello to baby. Yes. He is only 5 months and we're 3 months pregnant with another one, which is crazy.
But Noel and Sue aren't just having their 16th baby. They're also about to become grandparents for the very first time. 18-year-old daughter Sophie is pregnant too.
How she's managed to go through 16 pregnancies, I have no idea. Because one's enough for me.
This extraordinary household is already stretched to the limit. Just coping with the washing, meal times, and getting the kids to school are military-scale operations. Now the family will have to deal with 2 new babies moving in, and they're not all convinced that it's a good idea.
This year's going to be crazy.
2 babies are too many.
I think it's mad having so many children. Like, I could never handle 16 children.
So when will enough be enough for Britain's biggest family?
I think she might stop up to 18 or 19. She might go up to 20.
Morecambe, a quiet seaside town on the Lancashire coast. Home to the noisy world of Sue and Noel Radford and their 15 kids.
Well, there's Christopher, and then we've got a Sophie. Sophie's one of my favourites. Shouldn't say that, but I have done. And Chloe, Jack, Daniel, Loki, Millie, Katie, Ellie, Amy, Josh, Max, Tilly. I just forget the last one. The little boy is one, just about one. Forgotten his name, Oscar. That's it. Have I missed any out?
I'm James.
Today is the birthday of child number 12. Josh is turning 5. Pregnant with her 16th child, there's no rest for Sue.
We are just getting ready to go out bowling for Josh's birthday. And we are not ready to go out the door yet. Always the case. Never ever on time for anything.
Barely a month goes by when the Radfords aren't celebrating a birthday. Some months there are 3. Noel struggles to keep up.
I can't remember all the birthdays. I've got them written down on a piece of paper. I can remember the first 2 or 3, and then it all goes pear-shaped after that.
When's mine?
Hang on, Chloe. 31st of... August? July. July.
When's mine?
Bear with me. Let me just check in here.
It's Bumblebee!
And having so many children comes at a price. Over the course of a year, Sue and Noel spend over £3,000 on presents. The party today has cost another £235.
Why do you think Sue has so many?
I've no idea, really. It's very strange. I mean, we found 2 quite sufficient, really.
I think she said she only wanted 3, and she's having a 16th. I think it is mad. I wouldn't have that many. I suppose you could call it an addiction. But hopefully this is the last.
Don't. We sort of wanted about 4. But obviously, we've lost count. We've kept going. We choose to have them because we love having kids around, and that's it.
That went a bit wrong.
Noel and Sue's compulsion to have kids means that nearly every evening for as long as they can remember has been dedicated to getting the little ones to bed.
We've been out once, I think, haven't we? Was it last year, I think it was? But we're not too fussed on going out, are we? When we go out, it's a bit weird. It's too quiet and it doesn't seem right to us. So, stop in, don't we?
Even with all the kids sharing, Noel and Sue still have to run 5 baths a night.
How many kids can you fit in a bath at any one time?
If we get another 2 in here, couldn't we?
In order to fit their 15 kids into a house, Noel and Sue had to buy a 10-bedroom ex-care home. But still, the kids can't get a room of their own. 3 of the littlest share one of the attic rooms. At 7 o'clock, the battle begins to get them to bed.
Will you have a paddy then? No, I'm just leaving you to have a paddy.
I only see them once a week sometimes now, so I don't monitor their behaviour at home.
What's you doing?
Noel's a saint, really.
You're not funny.
I'm a strangle, I feel.
Noel is outnumbered.
It's bed.
And unable to separate the little ones.
There we are. Try again.
He has to continually come up with new ways to keep them under control.
Night-night. Yeah. Oh, they're messing around. They're just playing. They just can't open it. We've taken the handle off the other side because they used to come out, and next you know, they'll be downstairs in the living room. So we've had to take the door handle off. They'll all run back in bed now, think I'm coming in. Oh, dear.
If we were the sort of people that did let things get on top of us, then we'd never be able to cope with having so many children. I think to some people, things that we let go over our heads, some people would be like, ooh.
Sue's obsession with having kids has had one major consequence. She's become a slave to the housework.
Chores.
How many loads of washing do you do a day?
Probably about 8 or 9 loads of washing a day, I would have said. The laundry room is right on the lower floor, so we've just got into the habit of just throwing it down the stairs. Yeah. The kids tend to just get their clothes now and just throw them down the stairs as well.
We throw them down the stairs. And then someone comes in and gets it in the morning. That's genuinely Mum.
With 9 loads of laundry, Sue ends up ironing over 100 items of clothing every day.
Don't mind the washing, don't mind the drying, but I really hate ironing and putting it all away. And I can still be doing that up till about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
With the housework around-the-clock job, the kids have been monitoring how Sue's doing.
At first, when we got to double figures of kids, she was like, oh, I can't stand this, no, it's too hard. After that, she picked up the pace a bit. It is a lot, but...
I think Mum's used to it now, though.
Yeah.
With just 3 months to go until she gives birth, Sue is still doing all the housework. She's now 37, and due to her love of having babies, she's actually been pregnant for 12 years of her life.
I think I do pregnancy pretty well, really, so it's not really had a toll on my body. I just get on with it.
I know people think, you know, you've had all these kids, you must be a right wreck. But, you know, she's not. She's good. She doesn't pile the pounds on. She's not covered in stretch marks. I mean, to look at her tummy, you wouldn't think she's ever had any kiddies, really.
By the time Sue has this baby, her 16th, she's going to be a grandmother and helping to raise her grandchild. Eldest daughter Sophie is also pregnant and will be living in the basement of the family home with boyfriend Joe when their baby arrives in just 2 months.
What are you doing today, Joe?
Sorting this cot out, so I've done it wrong.
He put the mattress holder thing upside down.
Yeah. But it come with no instructions.
That's my window. They just don't leave you alone.
Does my head in.
Yeah, it does his head in.
There's nothing you can do about it, because there's loads of them, isn't there?
There's too many of them.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look what he's doing. Oh, dear.
A lot better, innit?
Sophie and Joe have been going out for 2 years.
Right, what's next?
This.
But Sophie wasn't planning on having a baby at 18.
I think at the beginning it was sort of like, a shock, but she just is quite a maternal person anyway. She's got a steady boyfriend, and you sort of knew that she probably would have one at quite a young age. But 37, a nana.
Did you know if all of us had the same amount of children as Mum has, we would have 256 grandchildren.
Would she?
Yeah, if we all had 16 kids each, she would have 256 grandchildren.
Don't it 16, it's 14.
No, 16 kids.
Is it 15 now?
Yeah, there's 15 now.
He's lost count, there's that many.
Good God.
It's 3 months before Sue and Noel Radford are due to have their 16th child and become first-time grandparents to boot.
Josh, James!
Before that happens, they want to take their entire family on holiday to France. Baby Oscar needs his first passport.
There he is.
8 of the other kids need their passports renewed.
How long is it to a holiday?
About 3.5 weeks. We always leave things till the last minute. Totally unorganised. It'll be fine.
The passports will cost £493, plus £54 for photos. It's another chunk of money that Noel will have to earn. Every morning at 5:30, Noel starts work in the family bakery that has to fund their lifestyle. But just 2 hours later, he has to be home again.
Have you got them up yet?
Just gonna go and do it now.
With so many kids, Sue can't get them all to school on her own.
Come on, girls. Let's get up. Ellie, what are you doing on the floor? Why are you down there? I can't be comfy, darling. Come on, get up. Come on. No idea why she's done that, because they've got their bedroom there, but they all like to sleep in one bedroom. It's crazy. See, this is what I mean. Bought them new beds, all in the bottom bunk. Come on. Come on. Oh, sorry, time to get up. Come on, time to get up. They just like the company. I think that's the thing of living in a big family, really, is that they don't like their own space, really. They like to be around people.
With 10 kids in school, filling the lunchboxes over a whole year takes 200 loaves of bread, 1,400 packets of crisps, 27 kilos of biscuits, 133 kilos of fruit and veg, and 59 gallons of soft drinks.
Right, shoes.
Come on, shoes on, school time.
I've got you. Anyway.
The family get through more than 60 pairs of shoes a year, costing well over £1,000. School trousers, dresses, blazers and sweatshirts set them back over £700. And to get them to school, Noel has had to buy a 15-seater minibus. And the finances look like they're about to take another hammering.
This week, we're all going on holiday to France. Say holiday! Legging! No, you say muggagay. We're getting all giddy now. They're excited.
But there's a problem. It's 4 days until the holiday and the passports have been delayed.
Come on, Tilly.
They could pay extra to get most of them back, but baby Oscar's is a first passport and there's no way to get it in time. The holiday may be off.
We're a bit stuck at the moment, really, aren't we? Do we lose all of the money on the holiday and not go? Or do we spend the extra £460 on getting the other 8 passports back and leave Oscar with my mum?
The only real option we've got is to pay the extra for the 8 passports, and just take it out of the spending money, so it just limits really what we can do when we're out there.
Yeah, be a bit of an emotional wreck, actually, on holiday if we have to leave him behind. He He's just a complete nightmare.
The passports are an expense they can do without. Although Noel and Sue have their income boosted by £160 in child benefits each week, it's not enough to cover the weekly food shop.
Oh yeah, I used TNT there.
They've had to learn to live within their means.
Meal times I try to make on a budget. You know, we're not having flash meals every night, so it'll be just, you know, what I can make that's cheap and cheerful and keeps them all happy. Shepherd's pie for tea tonight. If you don't like that, it's cottage pie. Yeah, the meat, I'll probably get £3. That'd be nearly £4 in money. 2 bags of spuds, that's £2. £1.50 say on carrots. A couple of quid on broccoli. Yeah, there's 18 of us eating this tonight, so £9. Somebody do the maths. 25p each, is it? No, my brain's not thinking. 50p. Why did I say 25? Yeah, 50p each. So it's not too bad, is it? They're all getting hungry, aren't they?
Having spent most of the last 16 years with at least 3 children in nappies, Sue has found a new way to save on the cost.
Keep still.
The cloth nappy.
Keep still. We decided that the disposables were just costing us far too much money. We're probably going to save maybe about £1,000 easily, I would have said, a year, with the 3 of them being nappies. I think it's really important to look for ways of saving money when you've got so many, definitely. Any way that you can save money, you try and save it.
We don't go out socialising, we don't go drinking, we don't smoke, we don't have credit cards, we don't have stuff on HP, we don't have flash cars on the driveway. So, you know, we don't waste our money that way. I think that's the way we cope with it.
Eldest daughter Sophie is earning her own money towards the holiday by working for Noel. It's 2 months until her baby is due.
I can't wait to get it over with. I just want to fit back in my nice clothes. Yeah, so I can't wait for that.
Telling Noel and Sue they were going to be grandparents was daunting for Sophie.
I said I wanted to talk to her. And she was there like, all happy, Larry. Oh, yeah, what do you want to talk about? Don't be like that, Mum. Well, yeah, she wasn't as bad as what I thought she was going to be. I thought I'd give her heart failure when I told her, but no.
We found out that we were pregnant on the same day that Sophie told us that she was expecting. And that was like, wow, we're going to have 2 babies in the house within a short space of time.
Thank you.
So it's been a pretty amazing time for us both, and especially when they're both born, I think it's going to be lovely.
With mother and daughter pregnant at the same time, they're able to go and see the midwife together.
Think about it. Mum's baby is an uncle.
Mum's what? Oh, yeah.
Mum's baby is an uncle.
It's not even born yet.
I know.
Oh, it might be an auntie. Auntie and uncle.
When Sue was Sophie's age, she was already married to Noel with a 4-year-old son.
Noel used to live in the cul-de-sac next to me, and we met when we were really young.
Right. Stop.
I was 13, Noel was 16, and I was 14 when I found out I was pregnant with Chris, and that was a massive shock.
You know, it was one of them things and it happened. We just sort of coped with it, really, and got on with life. Sue's mum and dad were, I guess they may have been a bit niffed, but they never stopped me seeing Sue as such.
14's very young to get pregnant.
Yes, it is. Yes, I know. Yeah, I wasn't happy, I must admit. It did take your breath away, but these things happen, don't they? And Noel is a nice lad, you know. And they've always been together and made it work.
I think a lot of people thought we'd never stay together. Never would they ever have thought that we'd have had this now. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, we were definitely soulmates.
It's now only 3 days before the holiday. Sue and Noel have decided to pay to get the passports back in time. even if it means leaving Oscar behind. But no one's answering.
Oh, stress. We'll leave it for a bit and then I'll ring back. Max, don't touch. Right, sit down. Shh, Max. Shh. Can we do the upgrade then on the other passports?
We can try by all means, yeah. If you want to hold the line for me,
Yeah.
I'll get you through to the passport office now.
Hi, yeah.
I'm afraid I can't get through to them at the moment, or their phone lines are currently busy.
What a nightmare. It just gets even better. Unless we can actually get through to the passport office, none of us will be going.
Thank you for calling the Identity and Passport Service. All our operators are busy at the moment. Please hold, and your call will be answered as soon as possible.
We're used to that music now, aren't we, Max? Say, answer their phone.
Answer your phone.
I'm just ringing just to see if somebody can put me through to Liverpool Passport Office again.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to do that for you. The office
She's on the phone.
we don't have a computer system.
Oh! Now she can't. All of the systems are all down. I just want to just... Oh, that's it now. I've lost a will to live today.
In just 2 months, Sue and Noel Radford will become grandparents and have a 16th child of their own. But before 2 new babies arrive in the house, they want to take all the children on holiday.
Mum!
With Sue's parents looking after the little ones, Noel and Sue are off to choose the kids' summer wardrobe.
No, £1.50. I think that sometimes the stigma with having a big family is that people do expect them, I suppose, to not look as nice as what maybe a family of, say, had 2 children. Do you think those for Daniel, or do you think those flowery ones?
I don't think Daniel like that.
Do you know, in that way, it's really important for them to really look nice. Do make a point of making sure that they always do look nice, don't we?
A lot of shopping.
Yeah, there's a few bits and bobs, isn't there, today? Oh, that's my coat. Yeah, I'm not paying for that.
That's £216, please.
Oh, well. It's only money.
Yeah. Thank you very much, now. See ya. Bye.
Although they now have enough clothes, they don't have enough passports. With 2 days to go, 8 of them haven't been renewed, and it looks like Oscar might have to stay behind with Sue's mum.
What do you guys think about the holiday situation?
It's an absolute nightmare. She'll be gutted if we don't end up going. And pay for it and everything, so I think she's stressing about it.
What about leaving Oscar?
Oh, that's a bit crap. I don't think she'll be able to enjoy herself as much as she's got to leave him. Because she'll be constantly like, oh, is he all right, and stuff like that.
Just keep your fingers crossed.
But on their way home from the shops, the passport office finally called.
Right, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Oh, result.
Is that, are they doing Oscars?
Yeah, sorted.
Oh, brilliant. Cool.
Sorted, so he gets to come with us. What a result.
The holiday is definitely on.
Beep, beep.
Even Oscar can go. But it's come at a price.
Including all the postage and paying extra to get them back in time, £1,156.
Ouch. That is a ridiculous amount of money, isn't it?
We'll have to sell about 400 or 500 pies now to get me money back on the passports. Anyway, I'm not going to think about it anymore.
No, it's best not to, really.
Think about the holiday instead.
Getting ready to go on a week's holiday with 17 people takes longer than the holiday itself.
Packing for, like, a normal couple,
yeah,
probably just take them a few hours or something, but for us, it takes us probably a good week. They'll all be taking a minimum of
5 T-shirts each.
No, a minimum of 7.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's about 150 T-shirts.
But I suppose when you're packing it, you don't really notice it as much, do you, really?
No, you just bung it in and off you go.
Yeah. Oh, Josh.
With the family all packed, there's only one thing missing.
I don't think very many people could say, could they? We're all packed and sorted for our holidays. We're due to go at 6 o'clock. It's 10:30 in the morning, but we actually haven't got any passports yet. Cutting it a bit fine, isn't it, really? Woo! What have we got? Oh, look, a little Aussie.
It will be a 21-hour drive to the French campsite where the family are holidaying. 7 months pregnant, Sophie isn't looking forward to it.
I'm hoping that I don't need to go to the toilet all the time. It's felt bad, didn't it, Mum?
Yeah.
Noel's minibus can't fit the whole family in, so he's had to hire a bigger one. But it's still a squeeze.
I've got to somehow get the suitcases along here now. Where are you going? There's no footwells left. Mind your feet, Tilly Tot. Every pocket's been filled. The emergency exits have gone.
Are you ready?
The family will be stuck in the minibus for the next 773 miles.
Mum, don't do that, you're just going to make a mess, stupid.
Apart from a brief stop on the ferry.
Ooh, soggy. Soggy child.
Tired and fed up. We'll just about sum it up, I think, really. And it's now 4 in the morning, nearly.
We're in France. Is it? You've got all of it, and I've only got a little bit. Oh my God, stop! Baby! Shut up! People are trying to get to bed. Mum, when are we there? Mum, when are we there?
Shut up! For God's sake!
Mum, how long?
21 hours after leaving Morecambe, the holiday can begin.
Yes, thank God. Where's Max?
It's right there behind me.
Oh, dear.
It's not my fault.
Come on, then.
Why?
Feels good to get out of there. Too squashed up in it.
The kids immediately decide they want to go to the pool. After 36 hours awake, Noel has to keep his eye on an awful lot of children, 6 of whom can't swim.
Amy, Ellie, let go of him, you're pushing him.
Slow. It's going to be a very manic holiday for them. Very, very manic holiday.
James, no.
You wouldn't have a minute to yourself. I mean, if you're not watching, you're not all going to be in the same place at the same time.
You all right, Amy?
Literally got to be like an eagle and just your eyes have just got to be everywhere.
While Noel tries to watch the kids, Sue gets some precious time with baby Oscar before the 16th arrival takes over.
It's made the holiday with him being able to come out and join us, yeah. Yeah! His first holiday.
She has a holiday, and she'll have a baby, and then she'll have another holiday, and then she'll have a baby. That's their obsessions.
Sue's twin obsessions are costly. The holiday this time is setting them back £5,000. But Noel and Sue still have to share one of their caravans with 10 children. Sophie is sharing the other caravan with the 3 oldest.
This is a nice caravan. Yeah, a bit of peace in here.
Why have you got a pair of scissors in your hand?
No, I'm...
Outside, Mum.
I feel bad on my mum and dad. Don't know how they do it. I couldn't cope.
Get into... Ellie. Yes. Lie down. Yes. Ready, watch what I can do. Ready? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Max, if you don't get into this bed more than 10 seconds, you'll get a smack bum. No, get into your bed. Whoa. You're all driving me crazy. Ellie. Put you over. Josh, put you over. You've got to let him sleep with you.
Listen, you listening to me? Say night-night to each other, OK? Wait till I shut the door.
Night-night, Billy, Max, Kitten, Ellie, and Night-night, Katie.
I love the beach.
Yeah.
There's no shops, which is good. I like places with no shops.
On holiday, away from the endless chores at home, is one of the few times Sue gets to spend with all the kids.
I know a lot of people think that big families, kids must suffer with the attention and they can't get to do things what maybe families with only 2 children get to do. So getting to watch them really enjoy themselves and just loving life means everything, really. But, you know, you sometimes get back from holiday and you think, well, I could really do with another holiday to actually recover from that holiday that I've just been on. But worth it.
It's been 4 weeks since the holiday, and Noel and Sue are about to become grandparents.
How are you feeling? You all right?
Sophie has just gone into labour.
Are you getting another contraction?
Yeah.
That's going on.
Her 14 brothers and sisters are waiting at home for Joe to call, telling them they've become aunts and uncles.
Oh, it's been a long day to do, just waiting for news now. I'm starting to feel a bit...
When you were doing that, I was like...
Come on, ring!
16 hours, isn't it now?
Yeah, so I'd much rather be on the other end, the actual one that's giving birth and waiting for the news. It's just like, oh, come on. Oh dear, come on.
Come on,
This
Joe.
is getting silly.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
You alright?
Hiya.
Right, yeah. She's born at 20 to 8.
Woo!
And she's £7.1.
Oh.
I said £7.9. I'm closest.
Alright.
Yeah. She's just like knackered.
Oh, can't wait to see her. Alright, Daddy, bye.
Bye.
Woo!
Mate, I said £7.9.
Oh my goodness, Grandad.
I said
Mrs. Daisy.
Noel and Sue's first grandchild is a little girl, born after a 13-hour labour.
You alright, so?
Yeah.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. You're so cute.
Can't stop smiling. Your face is starting to ache. You're smiling. Oh, God.
The next day, Daisy becomes the 19th resident of the Radfords' home and the first of a new generation.
You alright? Oh.
Sophie's a mum and we're a nana, but... No, we're a granny. No, a nana.
Oh, have you got her?
No, mum and dad are a nana. We're a nana too. No, we're not. We're an uncle. No, we're not. Uncles are men. Mum, mind her.
I am what minding ahead, I've got her.
If you want to be an uncle, then you need to have your hair as a boy.
So welcome to the crazy family. Have so much fun with all these aunties and uncles.
Oh, it's really weird. It's we're so used to bringing our own, newborns home.
Different feeling, isn't it?
Totally different feeling to having your own your own little grandchild. Just can't take my eyes off her. I don't want to put her down. Just want to keep hold of her.
In just a few weeks, Daisy will meet her as yet unborn uncle. But Sue's worried that after 15 normal pregnancies, this time the baby is the wrong way up. She may be facing her first ever Caesarean and is desperate to stop that happening.
Come on, Luke. Look at all the toys under this sofa. It's supposed to get him to turn his bum from here up to here so that his head down, but don't think it's working.
My baby's turn.
I think the last thing that we want to do is have a Caesarean because I think the recovery time for that is going to be horrendous with all of the children and things, so a bit of a nightmare really. You do still worry whether it's your first or your 16th, that doesn't ever go away. Still get nervous.
Sue is now 8 months pregnant with her 16th child and has just become a grandmother.
Miss your bump?
I really miss my bum. It's just a feeling of a feet going along here and stuff. I miss it.
Oh, I can't wait to get him out now.
Her new baby and her granddaughter will be brought up under the same roof.
I just can't wait to see what they look like when they're together.
I think they'll love each other.
Yeah.
Keeping their children close is important for Sue and Noel, having both been adopted at birth.
Sometimes you sort of did think, you know, being adopted and all the rest of it did make you feel like you weren't really wanted by your birth parents.
Whether anything's ever come from that, you know, something in the back of our minds, some weird thing, you know, sort of makes you stick together, you know, because we were given away. But I don't think that's the underlying reason why we have so many kids. We have them because we love them and we want them.
We don't really want them to move out. I think it's nice that they're growing up together. I think if I could, they'd all still be living here when they were like 50, maybe.
Today, Sue's booked in for a final scan. She's been worried that the baby is upside down, meaning she would need a caesarean.
Pretty hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that would disturb her routine, which keeps the family functioning.
Come in.
The thought of having a caesarean, having to look after the kids as well, has been like, really don't want to have to do that.
Yo, good boy,
Brilliant.
look at that.
So he's definitely head down.
Well done, little man. That's brilliant news.
He's a good boy.
Oh, hello, gorgeous. Look at him.
Although the baby is turned, with each pregnancy, Sue is risking more and more complications.
Your body is more at risk the more times you have a pregnancy because everything gets stretched. So when they're in labour, if the uterus doesn't contract, then they can bleed quite heavily and they can have fast labours. There's risk of hemorrhage. All kinds of horrible things like that can happen.
The risk of hemorrhaging is so great that Sue's doctor wants her to be induced 2 weeks early. But so far, the hospital haven't been able to fit her in. She's worried that if they don't find her a bed soon, she might not actually get there. With her 8th baby, Katie, the birth only took 12 minutes, and they live 40 minutes from the hospital.
I just hope that he's not delivered at home, really.
It's just a worry of getting to the hospital on time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all well and good going into labour, but it's just getting from here to the hospital in time.
Say if I'm at home in the morning on my own and Noel's at work, just that thought scares me to death, really. It would be a complete nightmare, because you'd be worrying about the chances of obviously having a really heavy bleed.
Because she is worried. She might sort of hide it a little bit, but I know she's a bit stressed now, and I just better make sure I've got petrol in the car this time, because I've had to stop before. I think that was with Katie, actually. That didn't help the cause, did it, really? I had to stop and put petrol in on the way.
A week later, on their 6th child, Luke's birthday, Sue is still desperate to be induced, but can't get through to the hospital.
I think we might just maybe have to just go in. My mum and dad have been drafted in to look after the kids.
Just let me get in. You are very good.
But Max is at nursery all day today. My mum will only have the 2 littlies, so it'll be quite easy for her, I think.
See you later.
Yeah, give me a kiss. Look after yourself. All right.
Sue and Noel plan to be back with their new baby in time for Luke's birthday tea. But the hospital has other ideas.
Oh no! I've just got a message off Mum.
What?
Hey Soph, they're mega busy today, so no beds on delivery, so I'm on the ward just waiting for a bed. Hopefully it will be today, so it might not even be today.
The doctors are insisting that Sue stays until there is space to induce her.
Now then, what's this?
It means she and Noel will miss Luke's birthday.
Stroke. Oh.
And her parents, who only usually look after the little ones, will now have to keep all the kids under control.
Hold on.
Right, that goes up wherever. Don't eat it before dinner. Not
Dinner?
Oh my gosh, stop.
So small.
I think he's a bit gutted that Mum and Dad couldn't be here, but oh well.
It's me! Are they all the same?
I don't know.
I'm a little bit upset she can't come.
Me.
No, don't leave her. Leave her.
Let's go.
My dad, he was a little bit upset as well. But, you know, it's not their fault they had to miss my birthday, really.
We're going to have musical statues now.
I think you're out of control.
I know I am. You're meant to dance. What are you doing on the floor?
36 hours later, Sue is finally induced.
The news is she started, and she will eventually be coming out, hopefully 6 hours after the baby's born, all being well.
Her parents continue to hold the fort with some help from the older kids.
I don't know why, but it's my diary. I wrote...
Have you got any friends?
Shh. Number 8. Look, what, do you want to go away in that naughty chair over there? Because I don't like screaming children. I like you to talk.
God, you're all so loud.
It has been a bit hectic. It's not too bad once they're all at school. It's a lot easier. But once they come home from school, it's sorting them out, isn't it, Sophie? Hectic. But after that, once they go to bed, it's peaceful again.
Yeah.
It's been 3 days since Sue went to hospital, and everyone is still waiting for the phone call to say she has had the baby and is on the way home.
Hello? Hi, Bob. Right, everyone shush. Mum's on the phone. Oh, what time did he come?
Oh, lovely.
I just can't hear what she's saying. Right, can we all be quiet?
Ask her when she's coming home.
So when are you coming home, Mum?
Not sure if it'll be today or tomorrow, we'll have to see.
Today.
Hello, little man. Hey.
In the end, Sue had her 16th baby, Casper, after just a 20-minute labour. And now, after 4 days away from the kids, Sue is finally due home. It's the longest the whole family have been apart from their mum.
I can't find myself without my mum. Can't find the mum without the homes. But I haven't seen her all week.
Max, Samson, Mummy's coming, look.
Yeah, Mummy's coming home as well.
Yay!
Hooray! Mummy's home.
Mwah.
You all right? You've been all right? Oh.
Hello, you.
You've taken you long enough, hasn't it?
What the hell have you been playing at?
Come on.
Well done.
Amy, come here. Go and put that in the bin and go and get some socks out that don't have huge big holes in them.
She comes back down.
Did you not see the hole in the sauce? It was like that big. Oh well. Mummy's back now. Oh.
Baby Casper can now meet his niece, Baby Daisy.
Oh, bless. She's smiling.
Does it feel weird sitting next to your grandchild and your child? And they're both sort of the same age.
Yeah, but it's lovely. It's really, really nice, isn't it?
It's nice, yeah.
To have them both together, but yeah, it is. It's strange.
Over the years, Sue and Noel have quickly adapted to the arrival of each of their 15 children. But the arrival of the 16th, and the second newborn in the house within a month, is a challenge.
It's been really hard this last week or so, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. He's just constantly demanding your attention all the time, hasn't he been?
Yeah, he doesn't like being put
He doesn't
down,
like being
so-
put in his bed, and you just do not get a break at all. Yeah, it's crazy.
They may be struggling, but having raised so many children, Sue and Noel know that getting on with it is the only solution. With Noel straight back to work, Sue's got to do the nursery run with 5 children in tow.
Don't push it. No, not on the road. Not on the road. Come off the road.
But whatever the difficulties caused by Sue and Noel's compulsion to have kids, The family don't believe they'll be stopping anytime soon.
I think she'll never stop having babies. I think she might stop up to 18 or 19. She might go up to 20.
You don't let go now, you've blown it.
The toy box is going to be all the toys out from the toy box if Mum doesn't stop having babies.
Wait, go on then, go. Oopsie.
I think there's going to be another 4 babies yet. No, I'm serious.
No, this way. Got to go this way, look.
I think there might be 2.
No less than 3.
2.
No less than 3, she says she can
Another
add a
3 would be 19 and she doesn't like odd numbers.
We don't know if Mum's ever going to stop having babies. We know when some of them have gone, there'll be ones to take our place. I mean, like, we won't be forgotten. We'll still be known to them. We'll still be known as their children.
The kids all think we'll have 20. I don't know, who knows? But definitely not ready to say no more, are we? I don't think it's an addiction. I think that we just absolutely love having kids. When the time comes when we can't have any more, will take a long time, I think, to get your head around that. But when that time comes, then we'll just say, well, you know, what we have got is amazing and you can't ask for any more than that, really.
I love Mummy and Daddy.